Guys, what's going on? I got a special one for you today. We're going to do a deep dive into the mortgage business. I'm going to show you why more and more people are choosing brokers when it comes time to finance their home purchases. Stay tuned. So I've picked out 8 questions that I know is on top of everyone's minds when they hear the word mortgage broker. And some of these questions, I guarantee you will not get answered from many of my competitors. So make sure you see the whole video to the end. What is a mortgage broker? So basically a mortgage broker is going to be somebody, it could be a person, it could be a company. Like I myself am a mortgage broker. I have also my own company where I can have other brokers under me. But in short, we're in between the client and the source of funds. So the loan, the mortgage basically. And the cool thing is, like someone like myself, who's the owner of my own company, I have access to 40 different sources. So when a client comes to me and I am working with them to make sure that they could get a loan first and foremost, but most importantly, I could check everyone at the same time, all 40 of these lenders, to see who's offering the best terms. And it changes. One week lender A will have a promotion, another week lender B. So the fact that the client is with us, we could hop around to each one of these. So that's in short what is a mortgage broker. How do we differ from somebody that works inside of a bank? Like for example, someone that sits in the Wells Fargo or Bank of America, Citibank, they sit inside of a bank, someone waits in line. I don't know why, but it's always really long lines. So you gotta sit in these couches and then you gotta wait your turn to come talk to a banker. But anyway, so the difference between a broker and a retail banker, let's discuss. So first and foremost, brokers have access to many different programs. There are some programs that I picked 3 that I know for sure banks do not even offer. So number 1 is a 3-2-1 buy down, a very popular program today, and I've seen rates as low as 3% for the first year. So 3-2-1 is not offered in banks. They do have 2-1 buy downs in some cases, but 3-2-1 is something only offered to the broker community. Bank statement loans. So people that are self-employed, every year you have a dilemma, you don't know what to do. Do you show more income, less income? Do you put extra write-offs in there, not put extra write-offs in there? We all know what I'm talking about. I've been through it myself. But as you know, if you go aggressive on the write-offs and then come middle of the year, you go to your local bank, they're gonna look at your tax returns and say, well, I mean, I see you're doing good. Your business is generating $200,000-300,000 a year, but you're only leaving yourself $48,000. Like if we divide this by 12, that's $4,000 a month. You're not gonna be able to qualify in many markets in the United States. So that's a denial. But on our side, as a mortgage broker, we have access to something called a bank statement loan. Now it comes in 2 forms. It could be 12 months, it could be 24 months. So if you had a hot 12 months, you could utilize that product. If you've been very stable, you could use a 24 months product, and it offers a little bit better interest rate because you're showing the lender that you've generated that income for a longer period. Now, this product is very simple. You take the 12 months bank statements, we take a look how much money came in. Depending on your industry, there are certain expense factors, but the bank is not asking to look at your tax returns whatsoever. Even if you show a loss there, a negative, they will never even see it. So this product is very popular now. During the historically low rates, I was giving clients this program using 3.5 interest rates. So yes, these rates can come down, and as the overall market comes down, these rates are going to be more and more attractive. This product is not available in your local bank. Another one for those of us in California, by the way, if you're new to this channel, my name is Steve. I'm a mortgage broker. I'm going on my 10th year in business. I'm located in the San Francisco Bay Area. We do have different states that we're working on right now, but primarily our business is Bay Area and all throughout California. Now, a program that was very hot in 2023, I had 2 clients that successfully used this, is the California Dream for All. This is another product that is not available through your local bank. You have to go through a mortgage broker in order to utilize this program. Now, another key question is, why should you use a mortgage broker like myself? Well, first and foremost, save you money. So the fact that we have access to multiple banks at the same time, and like I mentioned earlier in the video, sometimes one week a bank has a promotion, another week another one has a promotion, so we could hop around for you. So we save you money by being able to shop on your behalf. Save time. I mean, this is huge. Like, I work with a lot of high net worth individuals, people that work in Facebooks, Nvidias, Googles, people that have W-2s north of $500,000 per year. Now, from my experience, a lot of these clients are they don't pay this kind of income for nothing, right? So these people are very into their work. They're very Monday through Friday, they're very into work, their meetings. It's basically not easy for them to add other things into the mix and try to figure out and shop around for the best. So save time. I mean, that's huge. I do all the work. A client applies with me, it's super stress-free, super hassle-free. Everything is very technologically synced, super easy, so they do it with me. And once you're in the system and you're a repeat client, it gets even easier because I could reuse a lot of the stuff. So long story short, we save our clients a ton of time by guiding them, finding the best option for them, and dealing with the banks directly instead of them having to add more things on their busy life. Top service. I mean, let's be honest. I'm a broker. I work for you. I'm not somebody that sits inside of a bank on a salary trying to kind of do what I'm told. I'm more working and looking out for you to make sure that you have the best outcome, you get the best loan that's going to save you time, money, and you're going to have an awesome experience. And you could Google me, my name, my company. You're going to see nothing but awesome, amazing reviews from all the many years and many clients that I have helped in my career. Now, this is an interesting one, and I told you guys up front, I'm going to share some things that my competitors would not say. So how exactly do mortgage brokers get compensated? I know this is on your mind. I know you're thinking about it, and today we're going to explain how I get paid if you work with me. Going back to our example, my company has 40 different banks that we're set up with, and we have fixed compensations. Now, a common misconception, people think that if you go through a broker, they could give me a higher interest rate because they're gonna earn more money on the back end. No, that is not the case. After 2008 financial crisis, this industry became heavily regulated, and all of these kind of unethical practices. I mean, I graduated high school in 2006, so I wasn't even around during that era. I already came into a more cleaner, ethical, and right by the client era in mortgage business. However, in the past there was some practices where you could offer higher interest rates because the lender's going to pay you on the back end. No, today my company is set up with the 40 lenders, and we have a fixed compensation, not determined by the interest rates. It's just determined by the loan amount. So the amount that our clients borrow gets multiplied by our compensation, and that's the fixed amount. So in short, it's a referral fee for funding our clients through the many different lenders that we operate and we have relationships with. So it's not an out-of-pocket expense to you. There's no extra broker fees. Another common misconception. It's literally, we save you time, we save you money, we do all the work for you, and more importantly, we do all the work for the bank because we're also doing a lot of the heavy stuff up front. And this is why they're able to compensate us on the end, because we delivered and we did majority of the work for them. We're just not the funding source, they are. Now, another key thing, why interest rate may differ broker to broker. So each broker gets certain rate sheets. Now these come out daily. It comes out from all of our lenders. Some of them are text notifications, most of them are emails, basically letting us know that hey, today's rates have posted. Now, brokers get different rate sheets depending on how much business you do, how many years you've been in business. Sometimes there's a new lender that will sign you up and they'll give you the most aggressive rate sheets because they believe in you and they want you to generate more business. So this also differs. So if you're comparing broker to broker, you might get different interest rates. Just saying. Another really cool thing, so last year, 2023, we entered new markets. As a company, as a loan originator, I started working in the state of Washington and the state of Florida. And what I noticed is that a California mortgage broker is going to be cheaper for you versus a local broker that's operating only in that market. In short, going back to our previous point, volume. So we do a lot of California volume. Those are big loan amounts. So our lenders give us aggressive rate sheets. Now, when I go into a market like Florida, because I bring in those rate sheets there, versus a local broker that's you doing less volume, not as much big loan amounts, they have a little bit more expensive rate sheet. So if you're looking at a state, if it's Washington, Florida, then for sure leave a comment. Would love to help you. But in short, you're gonna get a better deal if you're working with a California broker, if you're buying in Washington or Florida. What do mortgage brokers do exactly, and what can they help you with? So we'll start off with the basics. Refinance purchase, that's a no-brainer. I do HELOCs. Like HELOCs is a home equity line of credit, which is basically a loan in the second position. Now that more than half of the country is sitting on rates below 4, not many people want to redo their loan, but you could do this line of credit, which is in second position, is basically like a credit card against your home equity that you could use for whatever. Like I had a case where somebody was buying $400,000 condo in Asia, and then they used their line of credit on a property they have in the Bay Area to fund it. Other things that I do, credit repair. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've seen thousands and maybe like 10,000 different credit reports. So I can tell right away if there's something you can do to boost your credit up. If you haven't seen my video, I have a really good one that's gonna give you some step-by-step guide how you could boost your credit score by 20 points, sometimes as little as a couple days. Divorce planning. People get divorced, and a lot of times they have homes, they have mortgages, so they have to come up with a plan. How could we buy out the other half? And sometimes they don't want to sell. So this is something a mortgage broker also could help with. Reverse mortgage. So many of you don't know, but I started my career in the reverse mortgage arena. I'm very familiar with this product. My first year in business, I closed several loans that were reverse mortgages. This is a product that's available for someone that's 62 or older, that has a property and wants to basically erase their mortgage payment for the rest of their life. Very cool product. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop a line. Also, inheritance. People die. There's heirs. Sometimes there's 2, 3, 4 heirs, and half of them might want the house, the other half doesn't want the house. So this is also a creative solution where a mortgage broker could come in, save the day, make everyone happy. The people that want to keep the house as a rental, the people that want the cash, you could get a loan to basically make both sides get what they want. And just really quick, debt consolidation. Debt consolidation, college planning, retirement planning, these are all things that sometimes could be done with a mortgage planner. For example, if you have so much debt and everything is going to that, but you're sitting on $1 million of equity, who cares what the interest rate is? Maybe this is a situation where you just consolidate everything, group it all into one loan, lower your monthly debt liabilities, improve your cash flow. The difference of cash flow invested somewhere else is gonna grow more for you, or enjoy it. This is your equity, you've earned it over the years. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to enjoy it and use it to better your life. How does a mortgage application process look like? So I've been doing this actually going on 10th year, and I've worked with many different shops. My company is going to be 4 years old in a couple months, and I've worked with other brokers in the past. I know the pains for clients. I know the pains as a loan originator. So when I opened my own company, I wanted to heavily invest into technology, into process. I've paid thousands in coaching. I've spent thousands of dollars on software, on loan originating software, just so we have it easy for you, because I know that this is what clients and consumers want. So my process is super simple. How does it start? So basically, a client, after I have a consultation with them, usually it takes a 10-15 minute call just to kind of meet each other, understand what we could offer, get a feel for each other, and after that I send them an online application link. Now I always tell people that, hey, don't stress, I'm a broker, I got you. So if you don't know something there, it's okay to leave it blank. The first step is more just a simple questionnaire where you fill in your name, your date of birth, your SSN, where you lived the last 2 years, where you worked the last 2 years, answer a couple yes or no questions and send it out. Now you send it out, it comes to myself and my team, and then we send you documents requests. So these are supporting documents. A lot of times I tell people, like, hey, If you don't know the numbers, like, it's okay, just leave it blank, because this following step is you're gonna go into the same secure portal and you'll be able to just drag and drop or take a picture on your iPhone of the documents we need. And once we get the documents and we have your questionnaire, your loan application filled out, at that point is where my team and I are gonna be able to filter and review and recalculate, because we know how banks operate, how they calculate income, what they want to see, and so we prepare all this for you. So it's okay if you don't know things. And also another thing, a lot of my clients think that, like, if you fill out this thing and you do something wrong or you forget to fill in something, it's gonna boom, shoot out to the lenders and we don't have a chance to fix it or edit it. No. So when you work with us, we got you. We take care of all that stuff before it even goes to the lender. Now, this is a very popular question. 2023 got a lot of heat for this. Now, people ask me all the time, can a mortgage broker help me if I have less than perfect credit score? Yes. Now, we have lenders that are willing to take a borrower with as low as 500 credit score. Also, from my experience, if I see something and I can tell you that, like, hey, do this, this, and this, let's redo this in 30 days, you're gonna have a credit score of, like, much higher. So I will always offer that, of course. But we do have lenders that will take as little as 500. Now, another really cool thing, which guarantee a lot of my competitors don't even know about this. Big banks will never even, like, present this to you, even if they have this. But in 2023, Biden came out with some rules, took a lot of heat. People didn't really like it at first because it felt kind of weird how people that have a perfect credit and built it up, now we're kind of getting penalized with people that have horrible credit where they could get the same interest rates. Yes, I somewhat agree, but at the end of the day, it's helping more people than it's not. So in short, if you have a low credit score and you fit the criteria of income, most of the time, now, I mean, that's the main thing, income. But believe it or not, like, for example, in San Jose, California, the income limit is $214,000. So if you make less than $214,000, listen really close when I say this. If you make less than $214,000 per year and you live in San Jose, there's other cities, counties in the Bay Area that have similar numbers, but this is one that just caught my eye. You could have a 620 credit score and you're gonna get the same interest rate as somebody with the 760 credit score, just because of the way this program works, where it eliminates all those negative adjustments just because you fit the income criteria. I know what many of you are gonna say, like, wow, that's crazy, like 214,000, I wish I can make this, like, how do other markets are different. So if we're considering somewhere in the Midwest, that number might only be like 50, 60K. But Bay Area, if you have low credit score, you fit that income ceiling, you'll be very surprised. Reach out, I will show you how you could save. Is there any downsides to using a mortgage broker? I'm gonna be bluntly honest with you. I have lots of clients. I have some clients that have millions of dollars in the bank, and they come to me and or they get referred through a real estate partner of mine that I've done many transactions with, and I take a look and I'm like, you know what, like, I have a friend that works in US Bank, or I have a friend that works in Citibank. If you're willing to move $1 million over to them and you're buying in the jumbo market, this has to be jumbo market. Like, this isn't gonna be for somebody that's buying under $1 million. This is more for somebody that's buying in the 1.8, 2 million and higher. And they could do 25% down payment and they'll take a jumbo loan. Now, if that client says, yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I have this money in the money market, it's $1 million. Like, I can move it to Citibank, I don't mind. At that point, it's gonna be much more beneficial for that client to work directly with the bank. And I have many friends that sit inside of these banks that we keep in touch with each other, that I know what they're doing, they know what I'm doing. So in short, if I have a client like that, I'm gonna automatically tell them, like, hey, you know what? If you're willing to move this over, I know a bank that's gonna give you 0.5% lower, just because they're so interested in having your money there that they could diversify and they could lend to other people, that they're willing to give you a 0.5% rate cut on your mortgage. If you're open to the conversation, I'll connect you. So that's probably the only time that I would say it makes more sense to use a bank to get the rate incentive by moving over. And the lowest I've seen is 250,000. It's not gonna be that big of a rate incentive. Maybe it's only an 8, and then you decide, like, moving my money over, it's not really worth the 1/8 on the interest rate. So that's the lowest I've seen. $500,000 is also a spot, but if you can move $1 million over, that's where you're gonna get the most benefit by working directly with a big bank. Guys, I hope you like this video. If you do or you don't, please leave a comment below. If you're in the industry, I would love to hear your feedback as well. By the way, my company is growing, we're recruiting. So if you're California, Washington, Florida, I do want to grow the team more and more. So if you have anyone in mind, or if you are that person, don't hesitate to drop a line. Find me on LinkedIn, drop me a message, and I'll guarantee that we'll be in touch. Thanks guys, have a good day.